What's going on? It's Raid. I'm Katana.
It's EPH Stu.
Oh, and I'm Johnson Stinks.
Okay, so this is from our Matcherino game.
Day 1.
What tournament was it?
NA Challenger, I think.
NA Challengers, and our map was Bell's Rock. So I think the bans were...
We banned
Edgar, Nanny, and Nausea.
Yeah. The Nanny's ban was so we could play snipers, and then the Edgar ban is just because he's a terrible assassin. He's terrible to play into.
I really forgot they banned.
They banned Mortis, so we don't have a lot of we don't have a lot of assassins to go.
So
they first picked Gene.
With Gene was pretty standard first pick on Knockout and Bounty, so that's like...
And then we had the idea to take Byron and RT, so they can't go aggro, so that means we have a free last pick. And especially because Jirachi is an amazing Byron, and I'm an EPH Stu is an amazing RT.
Okay, so here they went Mina and Kit, and something that really counted as like these kid comps is Cord. So
yeah, but F Hard Stu said we should go Daryl.
But we ended up choosing Cord.
Yeah, our coach got
I did
us.
go Cord.
And I think it was a lot better that we went Cord.
So in the first game, we
were
won
just,
that round.
I think Jirachi just hit a lot of nice taps, and that just gave us a lot of early pressure.
Basically, all we're trying to do is farm hyper, because once we get that, they can't really win. They don't have any counterplay against that.
Yeah, so we just like don't really feed.
Like they can't really do anything until the Gene gets a pull, or like the kid jumps onto the Mina. But if the kid jumps onto the Mina, like a Cord can just realm.
So yeah, as long as I hold on to this realm, it should be fine. Because like if I don't have the realm, it's kind of bad.
So right now we're just sitting and just waiting for the smoke to come in, because we have a better endgame comp in my opinion.
Especially since we have the Byron hyper.
And because we have RT. RT's really good in endgame.
I ended up getting some nice hits on the Mina there.
They're getting pressure back to their spawn.
Like they really couldn't do anything. Like as long as we just don't feed Gene pull, they really like don't have much. Like the Mina tries to go in there, but
as the core, like my only real job is just to get the kid off the Mina.
like, the kid tries to go in again, but like,
so
it
like
just doesn't
the
work.
kid goes in the Mina here, and I just realm him.
Goes to aggro, waste his super, and he
Josh
goes to
gets a
aggro.
nice kill.
Yeah, that's the game.
And there's really nothing they could do there. I call it that the Mina's mid.
Yeah, really well played by everybody.
Pretty good
Yeah.
game here.
That was game 1.
Alright, game 2 here. Pretty much the same plan. Let's see.
Okay, so I feel like they went more aggro in the beginning because they realized they can't win endgame, but Jirachi Loki got the vision on the kit, so they had to back off.
But Gene was AFK here. I think he turned into a bot.
Oh.
He's just like walking up. So that gave us like a pretty good like round 1.
But then like he does get traded by the kid jump.
He's very low here though.
Maybe should have gone up a little more by me, but yeah, we do get pretty low, so I jump away.
So it's just a 2v2 situation, but we do get the realm off, and the kid really can't do anything to RT, so
I'm still pretty
got
low
some
though.
free positioning here.
So I can only push into the Mina. Yeah, this is really nice. We're able to pinch the kit, and
Yeah, their Mina tries, but there's really nothing she can do, and we end up taking round 1.
I think we should have let the cord get more super though.
Yeah, we could have like let him heal up, even turbo RT hyper potentially. So round 2, now there's Gene's back. Obviously, we won't have as much early positioning as last round. But Jirachi's still hitting some nice taps here. And their kid
He missed a jump.
yeah, I don't know what that was, bro.
Apparently they were like lagging this like set, so maybe that was that.
So I feel like we should have won here, no?
Their Gene has a pull, it does
Oh,
kill Jirachi.
Jirachi got hit by the gadget.
But then he
and the
wastes
snipe.
it.
Gene does waste a pull here though,
But it's still pretty hard to win a 2v3.
and yeah, the kid
especially
just jumps
since
on
they
me
traded out
because we're
Katana.
separated. And
So like it's unwinnable now, so it's just going for a hypercharge and try not to feed.
And yeah, like nothing you could do there, so
yeah,
that's that round.
Oh, why are they BMing?
yeah, I don't know why they're being.
Now going into the next round, we got 2 hypers,
I believe we should have won this, but
so we're in a
I don't
pretty
know.
good spot.
We
Especially
do
since our
already
teammates are
push them
cool.
back here. I definitely should have went to the left side when they did kit Mina, but I think Jirachi was able to escape.
That was low-key good on their part for realizing they can't push a quarter on RT.
But they did get some good pressure. Like Jirachi's backed into a corner, and they're in our area. Their Gene is a
Yeah,
pull
Gene made a
too.
really good pull here that put us
Pulls
into 23. I definitely should have got the kill on the kit,
The
but
key is
Byron
so
does
low.
trade.
But Jirachi's so low.
I think we have 2 hypers.
We
How
still
do
have
we-
Cord Hyper.
And over here, I was trying to hyper on the Gene, but I ended up hyper on the Mina, which was like a huge mistake. And that ended up costing this game.
Yeah, okay, unfortunate.
I think it was a pretty good play on Mina's part to recognize
That he
not
should
letting
tank the
Gene
hyper
get
super,
roamed.
but yeah, there's nothing Byron can do here. So we end up losing game 2.
They're still BMing us on the water.
Okay, game 3 here. Last game, we definitely could have won, but a few mistakes were made, like the Cord Hyper Super. We should be playing better this game, though.
I think we're feeding the Gene too much. Like, if they don't get pulled, they just have to wait for Kit Super. And with the Cord Realm and RT Hyper, they can't really do anything.
They kind of just stayed back in this bush for the start of the game, which is pretty weird because last round they played more aggro and it worked.
Low key, instead of Cord, we also could have went
So
tank.
over here, I didn't have my realm, so there's not much I could do. Like, I think their passive playstyle was actually
That was a good
pretty
play by
smart
them.
because
Yeah.
if they don't give me super and they just wait for Kid Super, it's kind of hard.
It's again 2v3 kind of unwinnable. Just trying to charge hypers and stuff.
I mean, I think we have like a 2 passive comp, so like maybe like a Damien pick would have been better into this.
So just trying to get some super, but I ended up getting caught off by the Gene makes a pull there, but I ended up getting
Again.
caught off by the super.
Yeah, nothing really F can do.
So just in that storm.
Some good taps at the end though.
I think I was like 2/3 to hyper here, so I think even though we lost round 1, we had like good position.
So it wasn't Jirachi's fault dying there, because not much he can do.
But Gene still has no pull, so.
But now I do have my
he's
realm
he
here.
misses
They missed the
again.
jump.
Again.
And the Mina's very low.
This allows us to push up pretty high. I end up getting this position here.
They're just like stuck in a corner. And they're just like, their kit is just stuck on the left side.
Their Mina.
And
those were something
oh
there,
my
it doesn't
god,
really work.
they missed the
Yeah,
kit super
missed it.
again.
And
And-
Jirachi has a really nice tap.
Jirachi's
Holy
really-
hyper! I mean super.
The Gene is pull, but
But
probably
yeah,
gonna save her
this
next
is
round.
like definitely win.
And again, maybe we should have charged Cord Hyper some more there.
Oh yeah, that's
Yeah,
a good
really
point.
good by the Byron.
We do have RT Hyper, so we're looking pretty good here. Because with RT Hyper, you just kind of just wait out to the end game.
And I do also keep my realm, which is good. Because as long as I have my realm, they can't really do Kate
So
Mina.
they should play a bit more aggro here.
So yeah, I
'cause
do switch
if
into
they
the
wait,
Mina lane.
not
I
really
think they realized they can't push us. Oh, their kit missed again. So I think they're
The
just
kid
trying
jumped on the
to
Gene. I didn't decide.
Like, the Gene pulls, but yeah,
Gene
that
decides to pull the RT and
With
didn't
hyper.
work. So he used it to get 2 and
And
This-
the other thing Kick can really do is sneak up, but after that first time it didn't work, there's really nothing he can do.
I realmed him. I told Jirachi where he was, and even if the kid jumps on him, I can just kill him. He is hyper super. This should be easy, and yeah, he jumps on him, but I'm able to kill him.
So that's game 1, and we're
Set
up a
one.
set now. Oh,
Set
set
one,
1. So now we're up a set.
Alright, game 1 of set 2.
And it looks like it was a mistake that we're on Bell's Rock again. But according to the admins of this event, it's just the Matcherino website randomly gives us a map. So it's kind of rare that we got the same map 2 times in a row. So the bans for this game,
I think we banned the same thing as Edgar, Nanny, and Najia. They switched up the bans a little.
but they were scared of Jirachi Byron.
I believe they first picked
They went
Colette,
Colette
which
one.
was really weird. Colette isn't that good on Knockout Bounty as first pick.
But we just got free Gene Bell.
So we went Gene Bell, and then they went Brock and Angelo.
Yeah, even though they have wall break, they kind of played like
And our first thought was to go thrower, and then the Sprout
Yeah.
idea came up, so
It's just calls only roam at this point.
yeah, so we got the Sprout here. We pushed them back so much here.
They have no pressure.
I do almost get caught off there, but F gets a nice kill. We call to push back here, which is a pretty good call.
No really
up
good draft
with
with
the
them.
Gene.
No Angelo Pierce. It's really hard for Angelo to get much value.
Yeah.
Especially because Katana has some really nice dodges against him. And,
Yeah, here
That's just
get
round
the
1.
kill.
And
Angelo
Jirachi's
did get a kill,
pull.
but there's really nothing to do. Pretty good round from us.
I
We're able
think-
to push them back a lot.
Jirachi completely did way better than their Gene in this set. It was night
Yeah.
and day.
At least they have a pull now, so they can't push us. Loki, the only thing that we were really scared of was Colette Gadget and Colette Super, but since she doesn't have her
Look
super
at
right
the
now,
lanes, I think we were playing really well. I was holding out the Angelo back a lot. Jirachi was holding back the Colette a lot. I think we played really good on the lanes. They couldn't
Yeah.
really push up that much. Angela did move back into the mid.
They really love just like staying in that bush, which is
Yeah.
I think right then, before the Angela stepped up, I should have like walled just to keep our good position. But they low key took advantage of the fact that we were healing up.
But here we still have gene pool, so we're just waiting for a good opportunity to use it. And
We just had to chill here because Jean was low. And really good pull here.
and
Also, let's get a hyper
And
on him. He dies to Jirachi.
1v3.
Yeah,
That's just
this
easy.
was unwinnable for the Colette.
Easy game one for
Easy
us.
game one, yeah.
good draft too.
Alright, game 2 here.
So, like after we like dominated them in game one, we really felt like we had a way better draft than them.
I feel
Yeah,
like
I
maybe
think-
we got overconfident.
Let's see, I do still keep the Angela back here.
I think a mistake we made was just giving the Colette lane for some reason, even though I told Jirachi to go right. But maybe that was because the Colette had gadget.
There,
Oh, damn.
and they're clowning each other.
Yeah, I think this round was...
This round is over.
I think here we're just calling out Gene like charges super.
Yeah. I think he does end up... I think the Sprout ended up...
Oh yeah,
going
here was a
too
mistake.
fast.
Yeah, that was
We
my
should've
bad. Should have let him
Jean
get
gets
super.
So that I think ended up costing us this game.
I don't know how we...
Not letting Gene get that pull.
Brock switched to my lane here.
Basically, Katana, all you can do is just like try to skill diss these guys, which to be fair, he like does most of the time. But here he gets pushed back a little.
Yeah, I think this one specific round, I got pushed back a lot, and I couldn't really push back up. I get hit by this Angela poison shot,
The Colette
which
gets,
stops my healing for long.
Colette gets really low.
Yeah.
Jirachi ends up
Sprout
getting a
is
pull
really
too,
good.
so
So we are both pushed back here. This is really bad. F tries to stop them from pushing up, but I don't know if it's enough. He does
he gets
get...
hit by the collect gadget.
Oh, and I waste wall. Oh god, that's terrible.
So now I think we're just
Now-
calling it a safe pull.
We are both pushed back here. It's gonna be hard for us to win. I don't know. They just like pressure us from 3 sides, and yeah, we just decided to go into the smoke.
We do have pull for our next round though, so low key we're in a pretty good spot.
The only problem is we kind of lack range and we kind of suck when walls are down. So even though we have pull, we might not get the opportunity to use it. Okay, so starting off, we're immediately in a worse position because the Brock broke all the walls and we have a Sprout.
We have pushed them back pretty much. Good taps from
Yeah,
Stu.
the class
Almost
well.
gets the
Let's get a
kill.
trade out. And we do have a pull
Oh.
at 2v2.
But Loki gets sniped by the
But here
Angela.
Katana gets hit by
I
the
almost
Brock
died
super,
by
so
Brock super.
they both have to push back, and I think that's what lost us this game was
I
like
think
getting
right
pressured.
here we should have pushed out into the right side because this spot's very vulnerable to many angles. But yeah, we just like...
Just decided to play too passive.
Jirachi gets hit by another 4K, and it's like
So we
has to
need to
wait a
heal
lot to
again.
heal.
And right here, I feel like he should have just pulled the Angelo, even though he had
I
jump.
think so too.
But I think we just
I was
waited.
close to my hyper. I was trying to get it, but I think I ended up missing it.
Yeah, like Angel hits another 4K, and Katana just
I
gets
missed my
really low.
hyper, yeah.
And yes, we got our pull, but never got to use it, and that's how we lost this round.
Okay, so we gotta lock in for game 3 now.
Yeah. Okay, game 3 here. Definitely need to play better, not make that much small mistakes. Those small mistakes cost you those games. In this first round, no one was really on my lane.
So a lot of pressure on the Angelo.
Yeah, so I was able to help my teammates by pushing up and putting some pressure.
And we had a really nice start this round. They're all pretty low and have to go back.
And we actually made a smart switch. So instead of just putting me on the Angelo, which has
So
like...
in this open map, it's kind of hard to Sprout to push up.
They just put me on the Brock before he broke the map, so he can't get position.
We got Colette really low, and I think we called for a pinch here. Me and Jirachi. So we were able to pinch the Colette, and they're already both really low. All we had to do is just like spam some shots at them.
Maybe try to get Gene pull again. Like maybe we should have just like waited a lot more.
But you know, he just that's a smoke.
Pretty smart by him.
Pretty good first round by us. I think on my end, the Brock decided to go.
Jirachi's pretty close to a super too, so they're kind of super. So like if he like gadgets one of us, then we're just basically dead. So like You always gonna be like scared of that.
And
Hyper here, and I was just like, I just decided to throw on the Brock to help make my lane easier. So I do hit that, and I was able to help me push up. The Brock was like pushed back for almost the entire game.
so basically, we're just trying to win a 3v2 in mid, while the Brock is just like sitting
I
in
was
the
just
corner.
pushed back,
I think
pushed back
Catan just
again.
like cooks him here. And the Brock can't really do much. We have a Gene
And
Pool too.
Brock ends up dying.
And this is pretty easy now.
3v2. Colette does have super, but
Doesn't really do much.
F2 is able to kill him. And
Nice pull by Jirachi.
Yeah, there's just nothing he can do. So, I think overall it's really good. There's some mistakes, but we were able to play better than them most of
And
the times.
we outdrafted them both games too, I think. So that was
Yeah.
pretty nice too.
So that was our first game as RAID in a professional setting, and we're
Now
gonna
we
be
play against some
CEO,
guys.
I think it was.
Yeah. And we're gonna destroy the shit out of them.
that's pretty
Alright, make
sick.
sure to like and subscribe.